Yo, people. Day 14 of self-love. Moving your body is the purest form of self-love, and I've just gotten to know about it very late, later than I should have. But well, I've taken up the challenge. Welcome to day 14 of my November walking challenge, where I've taken upon myself to walk at least 20,000 steps on a daily basis for the 30 days of November, from 1st of November to the 30th of November, and while at it, vlog about them so that I don't check out or I don't stop. Like, I keep myself accountable for these particular walks. And so far so good. I have only missed one day, the last Sunday, and it's because on the previous day I had really pushed myself and had taken a long distance going to see where my grandpa went to the hospital at the age of 96 on his 2 feet. Can you believe it? And that walk was no joke, but I loved it, and I'm loving the feedback that I'm getting from, especially from family who know him. And I really appreciate that love, guys. Thank you so much for showing me that. I'm excited to do more of those kind of challenges, but the whole point is to show how walking is important in our lives. I have for a very long time had a very big problem with my physique, with my weight, and 90% of the problem, actually, after evaluation, is because I didn't used to move that much. Get to the office, work, or sit down, work from wherever I'm working from, and in the evening I get into my car and I drive home, and the next day the same thing. And every time I tried to join the gym, I would drop out as soon as I joined. And I have really understood why that is also, because I used to participate or do mostly high impact exercises. When you go to the gym and you're doing cardio and you're lifting weights, I think that is for somebody who's a little more seasoned and after staying for a little longer in the gym. But when you're not where you need to be, that's not the way to begin. And of course, I've also understood that walking is the easiest, simplest, and most effective way to burn calories, because it is sustainable. You can do it for a very long time. If you look at my vlogs and the kind of trips I have taken in, most of them, they are not short trips. It's quite lengthy, but the following day I'm able to wake up with no stress and go again and continue with another similar walk, because walking is so simple, it's not high impact, and it's very effective. And to tell you that I have dropped inches, I'm not lying. I really don't even need to tell you. If you knew me before, you will just see how much weight I have lost since I began the challenge. And even my babies are telling me, my teenagers, "Oh, Mom, you look so different." It's like a totally different person. And actually, it's just the mindset that I have put for myself that I can do this. I have tried many things. So many things you fail, many things you succeed, but the point is waking up and trying again. I'm excited. Today is a Tuesday here in Nairobi. It's in the afternoon. I had a few activities to do in the morning, so now is when I've decided to conduct my walk. Yes, and today, where am I going? Because we said again, to keep the walks very interesting, we have to make sure that we keep them entertaining. We have to make sure that the walks are exciting. You're looking forward to getting out of the house to walk. And around where I live, there are so many places I can go to, even without driving out, just walking from the door to a place. And today I am walking to China City, China Center, or China Supermarket. Actually, it is China City. Little China. You'll see when I get there. There's a community here in Nairobi, around Yaya, Kilimani, about 3.5 kilometers from where I'm walking from, that has a lot of Chinese community. They have their food there, they have their restaurants, they have their supermarkets, and everything that they need for their survival, for them to live in Nairobi. And it is very, I'm not going to do anything there. I just want to take the walk to the place and walk back home. And as I said, it's about 3.5 kilometers thereabouts, and then I roam around. By the time I get back to the house, I'll have done 7-8 kilometers, and that's the whole point. Walking, moving your body, keeping fit, loving yourself. Yeah. And if this inspires 1 or 2 people to start moving, you don't have to do something so difficult. You don't have to do CrossFit, get a gym subscription, which is also not very cheap. It's expensive to get a gym subscription. And you really want to start working on yourself. Walking is the best. Walking is the easiest. Walking is the cheapest. So yeah, come with me. Most of the time, I don't point the camera at my face, because the whole point is for you to see where I'm walking, for you to see what I am looking at, for you to see how I'm enjoying my walk. Yeah, so let's go. Look at these blocks. This is why the Chinese are in our country. That's just why I wanted to show you those blocks as I saw them when I was walking. Chinese are big on real estate, as is everywhere in the world. They go to a place and they transform it using their real estate skills, and they build quick, moving on to the next project. So as we walk in this neighborhood, we shall be seeing apartment blocks and homes that have very much are a product of the Chinese community that has moved into Kenya over the last maybe 10-15 years. And they build nice, sometimes they build bad, but I think most of them, the market is the one that decides that if they build a bad project, then it flops. If they build a good project, it's a big success. This neighborhood used to look like that. You can see the single unit or residential houses that are just one in a plot. They'll come, they'll purchase that piece of land and the house together, and then they'll bring it down. And when they bring it down, they are going to build it from scratch. And of course, they are very seriously funded from their country. I don't know that they get private funding from people who give like venture capitalists. Maybe it's like a joint venture. Maybe you go, you make your profits and bring back the money. Hey, this vlog has to stop because you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah. Pink Bentley. I hope I'm right. Oh, that is so beautiful. So they will come, they will get money, funding from their country. Those who are more informed in this space, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but the funding for them is, they have cheap capital, is what I would say. And they're able to get, and they have a long period to repay, so long as they repay. So they'll come with their money from their country. I think also the government funds you if you want to go and invest internationally. They will fund you. You will come do a project, you will sell, make your profit, and move on. And you know, one of the biggest factor to the success of a project is funding. There's no business in starting a project, a big humongous project, if you cannot finish it. So these Chinese people are very, very well funded, and that's why they're able to take Kenya by a storm, especially the living quarters, because there was a serious gap. Most of the houses in Nairobi used to be very expensive, and only the upper class could afford to buy a home for their family. So I would say they are a positive addition. Largely, 90% of it, they are a positive addition to the ecosystem. Yeah, and of course they bring with them jobs. They bring with them entrepreneurship, because I'm sure they need suppliers for all these materials that they're using. So let us look at it mostly positively. So meanwhile, as we go to see the Chinese community, the purpose is to walk, get out of the house every day for the month of November 1st to 30th and do a walk. More, at least 20,000 steps is usually my target. So this China Center is about 3.5 km from where I live. So I will walk to the China Center, walk around and walk back home. That way I'll have done about 8 kilometers and I've clocked in the walk for the day. And it's not a joke, because yesterday I think we did 20 kilometers. And it's not just 20 kilometers of flat, because today is mostly flat. Yesterday was 20 kilometers of serious elevations, up, down, up, down. I've just finished rendering the video and I've uploaded it, and you will see it. If you please go and watch it and see how I walked in the leafy suburbs of Karen across to the not so leafy suburbs of Rongai. I walked from the waterfront mall in Karen and I went all the way to, sorry, I'm crossing the road. I went all the way to Asiana Gardens, which actually is technically past Rongai, to a place called Kiserian. If you can Google, you can see it wasn't an easy walk. And we crossed over from Cooperative University. Then there was a Gatakaini, a place I had never gone to. And then we found ourselves at Laser Hill Academy. And from Laser Hill Academy, we found ourselves at the Kiserian Depression, Kandisi River that separates the Rongai, I think, and the beginning of Kiserian. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's how I saw it on Google Maps. So we saw, it was quite a journey, it was quite a walk. I had a walking friend. The walking friend is busy today, they're working. So I'm alone, but I'm enjoying it. It's not gonna deter me. I'm still gonna enjoy my walk, my daily walk. Yes. So this is my 14th vlog ever in my life. 14th vlog. I tell you that. If you told me I would have been vlogging, I would not have believed you. But on research and trying to find out how can I do better and how can I improve my exercise or fitness regime, I found out that if you record or you have accountability, you will mostly succeed. So, and one of the suggestions was vlog about it. And I said, why not? Why not? Somebody out there will be encouraged, as I was encouraged by some of those videos. And that is why I decided to get out and vlog. And now I am on day 14. Okay, technically day 13, because I missed one day. You can see type of projects I'm telling you about, guys. Huge residential places that have been done by our Chinese people. Most of them, if you go there, maybe 10% will be not Chinese, from another community, Indian, maybe Kenyans, a few, but 90%. Even if you're a Kenyan and you have a project and you want it done, most of the time I have seen people picking Chinese developers to do for them their projects. Today it will not be Chinese in my talk. I know you understand why, because we've said we are walking to Chinatown at the edge of Kilimani, Yaya, thereabout. I've seen it many times when I am passing around, when I am driving, when I'm going about my business, but I have never really walked there. Okay, recently now, I mean, before I started the walking vlogs, I had never walked there. But recently, the decisions have been made to live healthier and to have a to live healthier, yes, to live healthier. Decisions have been made to live a healthier life. So today you'll just be seeing blocks upon blocks. Former own compound or one person residences have been converted into these Chinese blocks. People are partaking lunch, and the ones who are doing this construction, climbing blocks of houses. They haven't put the prices here, but you can see there studios, 1 and 2 bedrooms, and the show house is ready. So obviously these are not for older people who used to live here before. You can see the house next to there. That is what was there before. Somebody even has a chimney, their own compound and everything. But now, this is what they have to deal with. Look at that. Yeah, it's time for him to move, unfortunately, because his area has been invaded. And the county is the one who converts these permits, these building permits, from single dwelling permits to multi-dwelling permits. But Kenya is big. There's a lot of untapped land. If somebody is unhappy here, the only problem is that you have invested and you now maybe are looking for somebody to buy. Look at that Kilimani close. 4 houses, I guess, in the same space where there are 1,000 houses. I don't know how those people will live there anymore. Let me show you. Kilimani close. Look at that. And brothers working there are many. It's lunchtime. You can imagine now that has been, it's the same plot of land that has been converted from this, I think there are 4 houses to a whole block. I think the person with the 4 houses is not very, very pleased, but the only constant thing in life is change. So today in this Kilimani area, you will just see a lot of this. A lot of this. Oh my God, I can imagine how unhappy or how pissed off somebody is when their single dwelling unit gets a block of flats next to them. But it has made the prices of the land here also go very, very, very high, go up, because now somebody wants to build all this, is coming and pointing at you with millions of shillings, and you're like, okay, let me move along. These ones are fully occupied. You can see the sheer curtains all over the block. Fully occupied, mostly by young Kenyans, the ones who occupy those. And it's because they are affordable to rent and to buy. They are very affordable. It's not as before. Before it was very, very expensive to live in this neighborhood. But now it has become extremely, extremely affordable. Even to buy maybe with like 50,000 US dollars, you can get a flat here. And the proximity to town is very near, it's very close to town. So, and most of the people who are in this young age are the ones who are working all over in town and in this neighborhood in Upper Hill. So they will be very happy to live in a good apartment near their workplace. Yeah, so I don't think anybody can fight it. The time when an idea has, as they say, sorry, an idea whose time has come cannot be stopped. Yes. This is what Kenyan developers used to do before. This one that is just right ahead of me. Small blocks. And the price that this person bought this apartment for, I'm sure they are annoyed. This person here, if they can tell you how much they coughed for their apartment, it's probably 3 times what I have showed you in the other block, just next to them there. So I'm sure they're not very happy with the developments or with the situation. But the newcomers are happy because the alternative of the houses that they would have been living in and the neighborhoods they would have had to go to, completely different. So guys, remember, we are doing my November walking challenge. I hope you have started off with me also and started walking. We are doing our November challenge. I hope I have inspired you to do little walks in your neighborhood so far, just like I have. I was also inspired by somebody else who I saw online as well, walking and vlogging. And that's the power of the internet, I would say, because I was like, maybe when I start vlogging and I set for myself a target, it will get more interesting for me and I will enjoy it. Yes, this is a government primary school. That's why you see it looking like that, like the fence is not all that given the neighborhood. But it's a good school. Looks well maintained, painted. You can see it still maintains the old green, the old green trees from the original Kilimani or Milimani of a few years back. Yes, Milimani Primary. I'm happy with this neighborhood, walking in this neighborhood, because many places have designated walking footpaths, like the one I am going to here. So it's not such a struggle to find a place to walk and get to enjoy the walk. So you will see a lot of big, tall blocks. How many floors do you think this is? I'm walking in the same space, like road after road after road. There is this. I don't even have to look for them, look too hard. It's just on my face as I walk. You can see that. The good thing is that at least they put lifts. At least they make sure that all the blocks have lifts. Because how the hell are you going to get all the way up there? Huh? This is a nice cafe that I have come to with my family. It's called Mode. Check it on TikTok or Instagram. You'll see people who have done very nice content about Mode. Sweet food. Look at that. By the time we get to Chinatown, you will be ready to see what they eat. There was no, I think human is like that. The minute humans migrate, they start bringing their culture, their food. So because there are many here building, one of them realized, here there's a need. We need our own food. We need our cigarettes because they're heavy smokers. Very heavy smokers. We need our cigarettes. We need our pastas and curries, etc. And definitely they start now a Chinatown of their own. And the main reason why a Chinatown was developed in this neighborhood is because of this real estate. These real estate projects are the ones that brought about that Chinatown. In fact, this gate here, it's like the story is telling itself. The story is literally telling itself. If I knew how to read Chinese, I would read this, but it says Huan Construction Investment Group. China-Kenya Economic and Trade Incubation Park Project. What? Crazy project here. Let's see who is the owner of the project. Proposed residential development, Yuan Cheng, architect. Wow. Nairobi West Women's Hospital. That is Kenyan owned. This project is really huge. So all these people at the end of the day have to eat, and human beings will always eat what they are. If they can find, you'll eat what you're conversant with. Very, very, very rigid to change most of the time. Or maybe just missing. You miss your cultural food. You miss, you will miss your food from your country. Maybe there's a certain soap that you use from your country, a certain cigarette that you use from your country. So most times you'll find that there will be a cropping up supermarket. I've seen the same with Kenyans when they go abroad online. There are supermarkets that sell Kenyan things, Kenyan Royco. You see them selling Kenyan tea leaves. Of course, Kenyan is known to have the best tea leaves ever. We have a supermarket here, but this is just for Kenyan things. So we continue walking to find the China city one. So like I was saying, it happens I think to most cultures. Even Kenyans, when they go, they want their Kenyan flour, they want their Kenyan Royco. These were the Kenyan projects before the Chinese came. And I'm sure in a few years, this will be brought down and some humongous apartments will rise up right here where the small ones are. Because it is profitable to do so. It's very profitable to bring down these short projects and bring up big ones. So we've gotten to an intersection here. These days, these small walks, this just feel like child's play. And I would have struggled with this kind of walk before. But the minute I hit the road, they seem simpler than I used to find them before. Right now, I think I've done maybe 1.5 or 2 km. And I feel nothing. I feel completely nothing. Like I enjoy the walk. I enjoy to. Oh, I almost fell there. Can see those projects? Huge projects. Let's follow and see where these people eat. You can hardly drive or walk in this neighborhood, especially beginning here, before you can see a Chinese thing. Like here I can see they have, I don't know how to read this, like a store. Oh, we should go in here. This is what we are looking for. Stationery, coffee store. Let's see if they'll throw us out. These are Kenyan boutiques. We can see some hotel. This is a piece of just the ones that I was telling you about, a branch out. Surprise, they're not exclusively Chinese. I thought they were selling exclusive Chinese things. Okay, of course we import from China, but I don't think it's Chinese themed. They have some Chinese things, but they just have our stuff too. Nice. And I'm sure the project is owned by a Chinese family. You can see, I think this is their toothpaste, sanitaries. But we have, oh, this is their Colgate, their soap. This is bathing cream. Underwear. These are brushes, I think, too, for the hair. But I've seen another section. I've seen some Kenyan stuff also, not entirely Chinese. Still heavy Chinese, but I think these are made in Kenya. So they have a mixture of Kenyan products and Chinese products. These are very Kenyan. Oh, these are Kenyan products. These are made in Kenya, right? Yeah. So from the outside, it's Chinese themed. Inside, there's a lot of Chinese products. But there's also a mixture of non-Chinese products. But that's how this Kilimani neighborhood is. You realize that some products are Chinese, some products are Kenyan. Ah, interesting to see. Let's go to a more heavily Chinese themed area. You can see the name of the store. Huey Store. M&G Stationery and Coffee. I think there was a coffee shop, but it looks like it was closed. So I will cross to the other side so that I can walk on the safe footpath. Yo, let me put a disclaimer here. Vlogging is not easy. Those guys have been doing it for a long time. Vlogging is not easy. When you get to a new place and you're wondering whether they'll allow you to film, you start wondering, are they going to throw me out? Are they going to chase me away? Are they going to allow me in? But such is a struggle. Christmas Liz told me you have to practice until you get comfortable. Nobody started like with a bang, like, oh, straight on. You have to practice and get comfortable with it, because maybe even after I do this 30 days of November of walking, which was the intention why I started vlogging, you never know, something else might pique my interest and I decide to vlog about it as well. But it's definitely easier when you're walking with a partner, like with a walking partner, and you're now having like a conversation. It's easier to vlog in that sense. But now you cannot always drag people out of their activities. You have to do it by yourself sometimes, or most of the time. So I hope you're looking at those projects. You can see these huge projects. The only problem I have with them, it looks like I am vlogging the same thing over and over and over again, because the architecture is exactly the same. There is none that looks unique from the next. All of them look the same. They're designed the same, in my opinion. Maybe it's the plots of land, how they look, so they just end up doing similar projects. See, house balcony, house balcony, house balcony. This is the concrete jungle. So let's keep going. Let's keep walking. There, our walk is different. You can see down that road how many there are. Okay, so many. Let's keep walking. Remember, our purpose for vlogging is to get out of the house every day and do a lengthy walk. Get out of whatever you're doing, get out of the office and do a walk. Yeah, Walking is very, very, very healthy. I've discovered it gets easier with time. Like as you go along, it gets easier. And actually, if you go to the hospital after an operation, the doctor will always tell you, stand up and start walking. Stop sitting down. After a while, they start telling you that. This interesting. Once you have a delivery with under CS, again the doctor will tell you, stand up. Make sure you walk around. Don't sit down all day. Another time when you will be asked to walk a lot is when you age. As you age, even your grandmother, your grandpa, even those who live in urban areas, at least they have to get out and do a walk every day. That's how our bodies were made. We were made to be hunters, gatherers, and out there looking for food, not sitting down. I wish I had known this earlier. Maybe I would not have struggled with weight the way I have struggled over the years. Because man, have I struggled with weight. Oh, I really have. Can you guys see it? We have made it. You can see the China, Little China. I think this is what we call it. Little China in Nairobi, Kilimani area. And you can see the backdrop is a signature Chinese development. And the crossing path here is tricky. No, it's no zebra crossing, and it's a crazy intersection. Woo! Nairobi cars. Cars of Nairobi. My friends. So let's go in. I'm sure they are friendly and open to everybody. I don't think they have. This is a Chinese only policy. So let's get in and see. It's been at least 3.5 km since we started our walk today. So we are winning. I'm not losing on the 30 days of November walk challenge. I don't think I'm losing. Looks like I am winning. And I'm practicing on vlogging as well with these walking videos. Kindaruma Apartments. So literally this road is called Kindaruma Road. And look what we have. Chinatown. I've passed this place here all the time, but I have never bothered to go inside. But because of the walks and the vlogs, you have to look for interesting places to go to. This truly is a Chinese village. I don't even know what half of this writing say. Not half. I don't know everything. What's happening here? But I can see there's a mix of Kenyan store. Oh no, it's a Chinese store. See what kind of vegetables they have. Quail eggs. And I don't know what this is. This I know this vegetable is called pok choy, but I really have no idea what the rest of this is. Is this? No, this is lettuce. What is this? This is pok choy. Maybe this is another kind of pok choy. There are no labels. Hello. What the hell is this? And I'm sure all these things are grown in our Kenyan farms. Kenyans are very entrepreneurial. When the money comes, they follow it. And if you're told, grow this for me, I'm sure these things grow here in Kenya. They don't import them. But wow, I really have no idea what this is. At least I can see this is bean sprouts. They look like bean sprouts. I know this. I don't remember what the name is. But this is not something I would ordinarily eat as a Kenyan. I will eat this eggplant. I'll eat hoho and all those green and yellow hoho and carrots and at least most of the things in this section. But this I've seen popular mostly with Indians. I eat cabbage and celery. I'll make juice with celery, but I don't know what that is. And then the pok choy is on that side and even more here. Looks like it's a very popular food. And the fridge Hey, I don't know what these are. Chinatown, Chinese food. The rest of these are just spring onions, normal onions, Kenyan foods. And of course, a lot of Chinese rice. Little China in Nairobi, Kilimani. You can see there's a real estate agent there. There's a jewelry. There's a food stall. Oh, I should try that. Cereals. I think Chinese based cereals. Confectionery. Food. Chinese food. I'll have a taste of their food. Stationery. And over there, I think is there like where they buy their wines. Chinatown supermarkets. This is maybe like a casino. You know they are big on gambling. Another casino. A supermarket. It's like a restaurant. And restaurants. Simple Chinese themed restaurants. Just walking here. You can see the backdrop is their main business, and right now here where I'm standing is I can smell a lot of smoke. Like there's a smoker, maybe there's a smoking zone. Oof, look, they're living good here. Maybe there's a Chinese car. So I'll look for a restaurant, I'll sit down, I'll enjoy part of their cuisine, and then I'll walk back home, because the point is walking. This walking has made my life very interesting because I'm going to places I would ordinarily not go to. And even the hotel behind there that you can see, Eastland Hotel there. I've seen it having a lot of Chinese themed parties. Like there's even Chinese writings at the front of it. It's like a self-catering restaurant. Eh? Wow, this is interesting. What is this?
Meatballs.
No. And this, I've seen it in the market. I don't know what this is. Level. I should start with a lower level and then I come to cook for myself. Wow.
You are
I'm a Kenyan touring Chinatown. Little China. I'm just a Kenyan, just shrimp. Eh? This time. Is that?
you can try. But you think even this one you don't know when you want to try it. Try.
Is it meat?
This is meat beef. This is shell, a crab, beef. This is sea from sea. It's also sea. This is made of tofu. And this is chicken. And this is prepared. This is mutton. This is rice cake made of rice. Vegetable. This is green. Lots of beef. Made of meat, fish. Prawns. It's made noodle but made of rice.
Rice noodle.
Yeah, this is also made of flour.
Some of these I have.
This is lobster, mushroom, udon, fishbowl. It's also made of potato.
It's like rice.
Yeah, potato and rice.
And I say anything.
Fishbowl. And also potato noodle. Potato noodle is made of tofu.
Is this something you would make at home? Like, would you like prepare this from scratch? So complicated,
This
like.
is salt, starch. Oh, this starch.
So what are you doing?
All this.
Everything.
Everything.
The rice noodles.
Yes, then you make mix with salt fish. Okay. Go ahead and show what you would like.
Thank you. So I have a Kenyan brother there working in that shop. Their food is a bit too next level for me to understand because you have to pick the ingredients, make the food for yourself. I don't think I'm at that level yet. So told me to go to Singdu or something, silk food. Let's see whether we can get that silk food and see if we can eat the Chinese food there. Silk food. This is silk food. Okay. Don't seem to get it. I'll look for it again. What? Silk food. How will I know which one is silk food? I'll just randomly go inside and try some of their foods. This is Chinatown. Oh, here's a gate. Has strong smell of spices. Silk food. So we were told to go out and go across the road. Oh yeah, there is the door. There is the gate. So this is like, oh, this is what the menu looks like. The only thing I know here is noodles and chicken. Okay, it's on one side. Nice. Some dumplings. This is like a butchery with all the kinds of meats.
Yes, hi.
Hello. This is pork. What is zimeiva? All of them are cooked. Eh?
Yeah.
Okay. All this is meat. Even that is meat.
Yeah.
What kind of meat is that now?
Inaitwa jaki. Ni beef imekuwa sliced ikapikwa na a lot of chili.
Oh.
So it's spicy.
Is it something you would eat?
Yeah.
You usually eat them. Oh. Okay. Thank you for your time. So many restaurants. So I want to go and see a place where they are selling live fish, live seafood. I'm told it's across the road. So let's go together and see the live fish being sold. It's called 53 pack. So there's Chinatown is branching out. There used to be maybe this one, and this whole area is becoming a small China city. Oh, there is a seafood market. So we've come from across the road there. You can see Chinatown. And now there's another new Chinatown here. So we'll go around first, see what it is about, and then come and see the seafood. Seafood market. Okay. This is a bit more mixed. It's not like purely Chinese like the other one. The other shopping mall across the road. This one is a bit mixed. There's Kenyan. Baba Nyama Choma. Nyama Choma is one of the most popular Kenyan foods. So this was somebody's home. That's why you can see this building here. And then it's converted into a shopping complex. And then they put these prefab buildings on the side and they start selling, and it becomes a shopping complex. And of course you can see the real estate across that makes this place very popular with the Chinese community. They come here to build. So that is the seafood place. Let's see what we shall find.
These are crabs.
Are they alive?
Yeah, they are alive.
Can you like turn one? I see. Oh my god. Okay.
These are small ones. Big ones.
Where are they tied?
They bite. Can bite you.
Oh, over here in the mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah. So where did this come from? They import them from China?
Yeah, no. This one has come from Mombasa.
Oh, okay. They're from the sea.
Yeah, they are from the sea.
Oh. Okay.
Mombasa. Sea.
See here.
Yeah. Yes.
One. You know, now we come to this Chinatown like tourists to see this. Okay, this is definitely imported.
No, from Mombasa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So now, how do you make it food? When you boil it, it becomes soft.
Yeah.
And does it have bones? Oh, so utatoa too, like just like they eat normal fish.
So just arrived.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And what are these tiny things? Still tilapia.
This one. This is grouper fish.
Go?
Grouper fish.
Okay.
Stella fish. This is yellow fish.
Okay. So have you just learned from working here, or you're like there's a school where you go to learn all these things? Like
Yeah.
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 After being here for a while.
Yeah.
You've been here for a long time. I've seen you guys on very many people's videos on YouTube
Yeah.
when they come to see here. I think him explaining about the crabs and stuff. People come a lot to tour here. Maybe you don't know they are touring.
Ah,
Yeah.
this is taffy.
Sorry?
Taffy.
Taffy.
Yeah.
Which one do they like to eat the most?
Yeah.
Which one do the Chinese like to eat the most?
This is Chinese fish.
Is there what?
Chinese fish, they like this one.
Ngurupa.
Yeah, group of fish.
It comes from there, Mama. It comes from here. But no, the ocean is the same. So if they're fishing there, we're also fishing here.
Yeah.
So they come every day in the morning. Like this was brought in the morning.
Yes, yes.
And then by evening it will be finished. Tomorrow you get more.
Yes, maybe, or no, if not finish, we put ice.
Oh,
Tomorrow
you
we'll
store.
serve frozen, yeah.
Oh, look at this very interesting one. This one.
This one.
What's up with that? This is still grouper.
Yes, this is grouper.
Oh, it's a baby one. Yeah. These crabs have already died, so they've been stored. And this is octopus.
This is calamari.
Oh, calamari. Okay, can you lift it, kidogo? I see it. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, yes. Okay. You don't have octopus? It's already sold out. Oh. But even if I bought, I wouldn't know how to prepare them. I only eat them in restaurants. When I go, hey, you want to order something fancy? You're like,
Can you prepare
Yes?
for you?
sorry?
Can wash for you?
Oh, then I just go and fry it with onions. Maybe one day I should. This one doesn't want to be eaten. He wants to. Can see me there in the back touring Chinatown. Yes.
This one.
Does this sting?
Yeah.
This can sting.
Yeah.
Oh. This tentacles.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry.
So how much is the kilo?
Kilo.
Of this?
This, how much? 800. 800, yeah.
800. So that's about $8 with the old exchange rate. Yes. Right now it's a little more than it's like $6. Because a dollar is 150 right now.
$1 is on this.
Yeah.
What?
$1.
The last time I checked was around 112.
It's really gone very high. We have people complaining about the economy. because of that dollar. And this is 7,000.
Yeah.
It's about, with the old exchange rate, if I were to convert to 100, it's about $70.
Yeah.
$70 I think on this. And you sell a lot of this.
Yeah.
We have seen your restaurant on the other side, separate company, but I think they have a sister company on this side selling fish. So I'm saying you're the only people selling live fish.
Yeah.
The whole
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Then another question. This Chinatown, I mean that Chinatown and this place is the only Chinatowns here. How come there's another one?
This we have another year advertise. Opposite.
So they're just expanding and expanding and expanding. This
Yeah.
one, that one, another one. Maybe I should come another day and tour them nice. I'll try to look for something to eat. I realized there's nothing I felt like I was confident enough to eat. Anyway, thank you so much for explaining to me. My teenage children will be very interested in this video. They'll be like, hey, where did you go, mom? Is that Nairobi? Are you sure you were in Nairobi? Look at that. So they turn red when they are cooked.
Yeah.
That's why I don't understand what they are when they are like this. Eh?
Very sweet.
Walking is getting us out of our comfort zones. This Chinatown, I always just read the Chinese letters and I'm like, oh, Chinese people, and I go my way. Never bothered to go inside. But because I want to walk and vlog, I was keen. I had a keen interest to get inside to show you at least another part of Nairobi. Okay, now that was that. I think I'll not eat today. I'll come and eat sometime again when I have somebody who can explain to me which is the best food to serve or which is the best food to eat. Okay, today I've just chickened out from eating. I don't know. I realized that I couldn't understand any of that food. I've eaten Mexican. I've eaten Ethiopian. But Chinese food, you'll only eat one thing. Dumplings. I don't know. Something like that. But not food that is a whole serving. So I think you need company to be able to eat in Chinatown. So now we have done maybe 3.54 kilometers. It's time to walk back home and do the rest of the 3 kilometers, and we shall have done our walk for the day. We continue to see Chinese projects. Let's walk back home. Today is a very, I would say, a leisure walk. It wasn't tough at all. Today was a very lonely walk because yesterday I had a walking partner, today I'm walking alone. But anyway, at the end of the day, it's our challenge, not their challenge. They were just coming to be with us and to support us and to also just experience a long walk. Our yesterday's walk, I think, was the mother of all walks that we have done this November. So, because I know there will be not much event on the path that I'm going to be following, because it's just this estate, walking around, walking back home. I would say there's nothing else to show you. You've seen the Chinese apartments and you've seen the Chinese projects, and that is at least what I wanted you to experience at that side of Nairobi, and to just encourage somebody out there to get out of their chairs and start walking and experiencing their outside. And of course, this walking has really helped me to cut down the weight, to exercise. Walking is a free thing to do. All you need to do is make time and make a point of getting out of your comfort zone to do it. So until next walk, bye bye.